You sit back and you listen to things that are happening in the news and like, it won't happen to me. Well, now it happened. You know, I was now one of those people that I was reading about. I was dealing with mortgage fraud.
Candy Young says she lost her home to a shady mortgage broker.
You've been scammed. She says you need to contact an attorney. So I've completed a loan application on the back of his car and signed off, and the lady just shook her head and was like, more than likely they stole your house.
She says a Miami mortgage broker slipped her deed into a stack of papers she was signing to refinance her home. Instead, he took her house. Candy Young went to the Office of Financial Regulation, the agency that oversees mortgage brokers, but they chose not to investigate. Others have had similar experiences. Mortgage broker Samantha Johnson filed a quitclaim deed on a house owned by an elderly woman in a nursing home.
My mother purchased the house back in 1950. But she taught school here for like 43 years. She had Alzheimer's and that she was legally blind, so it would be no way that she would be able to sign or do any type of legal transactions regarding any property.
Samantha Johnson had already been in trouble for bad loans and ripping off customers. But instead of revoking her license, the Office of Financial Regulation gave her a fine and sent her back to work.
I mean, next thing I knew, it had already, it was sold, taken, and everything.
I want to tell you, we take licensing very seriously. We have always considered licensing to be our first line of defense.
In an 8-month investigation, the Miami Herald found that time and again, regulators caught mortgage professionals breaking the law, but allowed them to stay in business with few consequences.
We could have been doing a lot more before we got to this point today, and to me it's almost too little, too late.
Florida has the highest mortgage fraud rate in the country. Only now are they starting to talk about solutions.
I happen to believe and have been told that there are many systemic problems about the licensing operations and certainly about the enforcement operations at the Office of Financial Regulation. This is a much bigger issue. I have spoken myself to several of the leaders in the Mortgage Brokers Professional Organization, and they have been begging. They have been begging for years to have tighter professional requirements, because they've known that there are bad people in this industry who have been preying upon others.
It's like he's still licensed to do what he's doing. If you're receiving charges and being arrested for theft and passing illegal checks and things of that nature, there should be a red flag somewhere.
The rulemaking in this department has been very weak.
There should be some type of oversight that he's not able to continue to do this to other people. And right now, there's not.